YouTube. It's your time again. Now we're gonna listen to Real Talk 100 News. Hit the like button. I want to hit you. I'm gonna tell you about what's going on, and we going to explain to you why the reason why P Diddy did 50 months and 2 months added to it. But all together is 50 months plus the 2 months. So we're going to get this started. I'm going to tell you the reason why P Diddy, he's spending 50 months. Now, when you do, now the camera explains this too. When he have Cassie on the ground, he picked up something and he kicked her 2 times while she was on the ground. Now, another thing is he got a light sentence, and plus he has to pay about $500,000 fine too. So I'm gonna tell you what's really gonna happen about this case here. The only way that P Diddy gonna get out of this, when he get out and eligible for parole, he's going to at least have to do 18 to 36 months in prison. At least 18 months. I'll say, or in my world though, in my words is that he might do a year, because he already did the 11 months already. Time served. He's going to probably at least 22 months. Exactly. Even 22 months, or he's going to do like another 18 months before he eligible for parole, if he's on good behavior. Hit the like button. Now, and then, not only that, listen. If P Diddy decide he's going to get out of prison, it's going to be people going to want to leave the country, because by him having a light sentence, the people that he was fooling with and they scared of him gonna leave the country. Cassie gonna take her family and also leave the country too, because she feel like, I don't want to be in the same city with if he ever get out with a light sentence. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Another thing. If P Diddy decide he get out, his parole officer is not going to let him do the sick stuff he was doing before, which is means he got to stay away from these women. Then he got to do everything what the parole officer tell him to do. So now, only thing he gonna have in his corner if it's his mama, Janice Combs, his children, King Combs, and his 3 daughters. Just his family. Because as far as all those other people, they not gonna be there for him. They not gonna be there. They think he's gonna be there, but he's not. He ain't gonna be there. He's not gonna be there, because all the things he did to these people. And then when those people, it ain't like he forced him to take off their clothes. So when the lawyer asked one of the victims, did he ever force you to take off your clothes? Did he ever force you to do anything to him? He said no. He did it on it, and they knew he did it on his own. He didn't tell him to take off his clothes. He took his clothes off on his own when they did all these dang on, or these freak parties. So if Cassie threatened some man, Now I'm going to tell you something. Cassie had threatened some man. So why the hell they didn't do anything about that? If you threaten some man, if you do A, B, C, and D, I'm going to do something to you. Because they sitting here playing innocent. They playing like they never done this. And Cassie had denied, well, I never told him I'm going to do this and do that to him. How do you know that? Because a couple of people went out there. If some people out there know, if you open up a case, then you, on the other hand, you got to be proven innocent until guiltiness. And then if, like I said, he cannot go out of town. He cannot leave the city. He have to give the parole officer permission if he can leave the city. Because if we let you out, what make we sure? Why should we trust you? Because remember, you in the feds. Why should we trust you in the society if you're gonna go out there and do the same thing again? Hit the like button. If you go out there and do the same thing again, then you broke your promise. Then we're gonna put you back in jail, and we're gonna add more time to your sentence. So he better be lucky he got a life sentence. So I say he probably gonna get out by next year. He might get out in 2027. If he eligible for parole in 2027, then he got good news. But it's gonna be some buts to that, which means he cannot promote any free parties. He cannot promote no more than parties. You cannot leave the state. You have to stay in New York. And that's what you should have probably supposed what the probation officer is going to tell him if he get an early released. That's why all those people went up to the stand, said they side of the story, but the case wasn't strong enough. The only thing he paying the $500,000 fine for, because he was on they saw him on the camera kicking Cassie. Even though he gave her $30 million, but he got to give the state $500,000 for the state. So if you get in, because they showed the video, that's where the $500,000 goes to the state, even though you gave Cassie $30 million. Hit the like button. If you give it, so again, I'm gonna tell you this again. That boy is gonna get released if he on good behavior, not even getting into no fights, and not having people, and all that other stuff. Then you got an early release. Because when you in the feds, you gonna be locked down, and they're gonna tell you you cannot get in trouble once you get released. Now, because remember, now what if he took it to trial? That's what the lawyer told him. He told him to take the 4-year deal. Take the deal. Because if he took it to trial, he'd get down to 20 to 30 some fucking years. Hit the like button. He'll get 20 to 30 years in prison if he'd have took this to trial. Or even more. So his lawyer tell him to take the deal. And Puff Daddy went along with it. He took that deal. And that's how it remained a 4 years and 2 months, which is known as 50 months he had to do. And he might end up getting out. He might be eligible parole between 18 to 36 months. So all I'm gonna say is it's over with. It's officially over. He got his sentence. So thank you for watching Real Talk 100 News.